If this is your first time at Stuart's, can you raise your hand? Right? Okay, friends. Let's welcome all of our new friends. Thank you for coming. Stuart's Opera House is a nonprofit committed to our mission to be a regional leader in the arts community, a center for public expression, and an economic development partner for Southeast Ohio here on the historic land of the Shawnee, Adena, and Hopewell people. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you to Kaylee and the committee and the staff at Stuart's Opera House for making this possible. And thanks for all of you for being here. Incidentally, later on, if you want to take a tour of the theater, you can gather around the door. We'd love to take people upstairs and show off the space. So what do a paper shredder, shoes, an unmarked grave, and a burial ground all have in common? Who was Edward Davis? And what is that pit for? Did you know that for $1.06 you could buy a ticket for a train ride and a show? This is Nelsonville, but what about you? Are you Nelsonville? I'd like you to take 1 minute to answer 2 questions. The first one is, and you've got 30 seconds, so don't edit yourself, and nobody's gonna ask you what your answer is. Like, you don't have to share it with anybody at your table, you just keep it right in your head. It's just for you. What is the first thing you tell people about your hometown? Got it? Second question. What is the first thing you tell people about Nelsonville? Now, I'll ask you this. What happens when we let the people in the community tell their story? What would they say? What would you say? I'd like to read a poem by somewhat recent Nelsonville, York High School graduate named Nevaeh Gonzalez, which was featured in our poetry collection, Nelsonville A to Z, edited by Celeste Parsons, which is in the gift shop, by the way. B is for bricks. The streets glitter with the shining star bricks. 6 points make the star. The rough and grainy texture makes your hands tingle. The ever more shining star is a sure reminder of happiness. You will never fail to recognize where you are. Follow the star brick road and you will end up back home. Shining star bricks may be dull, but as if bright suns, they light up Nelsonville. Stars provide hope and comfort. Bricks build the foundation of a home. Star bricks show you are home and welcome, always offering a way to go home. Who am I? I'm the operations director at Stuart's Opera House, and I've made a choice to live and work in Athens County, a community ravaged by coal and clay companies' history of extractions, now populated by people who are left with only our fierce love of place. What I love about supporting the Appalachian Literary Arts and Storytelling Festival is Kaylee's leadership into a momentous push toward a citizen-led presentation of place and strengthening of our creative economy. Practicing artists, teaching artists, and community members are empowered to teach and present their art and be provided with opportunities to reach new audiences. Alas supports the helpers and will bring us all together to build a healthy, thriving community where everyone who chooses to be belongs. At Stuart's, one of the ways we work to increase participation and build community is through our arts education program. We've developed a program where performance is an outcome and not the goal. We're helping to guide our students to be compassionate citizens, good listeners, communicators, and participants in the wider world. They need to be heard and to be seen as themselves in a world where they can honor their culture, especially when that culture doesn't fit into the preferred national narrative of poor rural voters. Because if we are successful in our mission work, we lose the advantage of language like underserved, poorest, least, and lacking. But we fulfill our mission all the same. In the fall of 2016, Stuart's presented a creative writing program, Wendy, supported by the Ohio Arts Council and the Rocky Community Improvement Fund. The goal was to create a space for participants to communicate and express community identity and to evolve multicultural awareness. The class provided an opportunity for area seniors to interact and engage in their community and to challenge themselves creatively. As a part of the program, we facilitated the creation of a community poem, I Remember. So think about what you remember now. What do you remember about the smell of the store the first time you had your own money to buy candy? What do you remember about the place you moved to when you were an adult? What was the color of the sky on the morning the van drove in? By listening to our community, we continue to build. The socioeconomic divide in Nelsonville is a complex issue. There's a wealthy population that seeks out the arts education opportunities, and recognizes how these opportunities add to the value of their lives. Our city also includes a number of individuals living in poverty, which limits their capacity to seek out and access opportunities in school and out. Both communities dehumanize each other. Some are referred to as zombies and thieves, while others are not from here, royalty, or out of touch. Everyone is categorized as other, but how and where are we the same? This storytelling festival answers that question. Through these festival experiences, we will work to offer an opportunity to discover these unique approaches to understanding human values, as well as reveal and recognize both the differences and the connections across disciplines and culture. And we're very grateful to participate in this festival. Thank you, Kelly.